Is that what, is that just filling the plate? Right there? The windows up.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sierra College here in Rockland, California for today's second game in this week's series featuring the Sierra College Wolverines taking on the visiting Sac City Panthers. As you can tell, our game time has been pushed back a little bit. We are scheduled for a 1:30 p.m. start due to the field conditions. Field was a little bit wet after the rainfall here in Rockland last night. There is some water that you cannot see on camera, but there is some standing water in front of the visitors' dugout as well as the Sierra College dugout. Field, as you can see, looks pretty good. A couple little spots of some water near the fence where the ground kind of goes down, but should be in for a good game. Wolverines won yesterday in first game of this series, took a 7-6 victory over the Panthers. And today's game, which is actually a rescheduled game from the coming Saturday, they decided to cancel Saturday's game and move it up in order to beat this weekend's Storms. So we appreciate you tuning in today. And so we are about 13 minutes from game time and probably about 7 minutes away from introduction of today's starting lineups. Let them play. I want to see some slippery. Yeah, we will see them out there in just a couple of minutes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic, and we'll be back with you shortly. And good afternoon. Try that again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rockland, California, here at Sierra College for today's second game in this week's series featuring your Sierra College Wolverines taking on the visiting Sac City Panthers. If you have family and friends unable to make it out to the ballpark today, be sure to let them know they can join us live online via YouTube. It's at Sierra College Baseball Live on YouTube. Once again, Sierra College Baseball Live on YouTube. Let them know. Join us right here via the webcam, and we'll describe all the action to them. Always have family and friends joining us from afar, whether it be Alaska, Oklahoma, you name it. They're always joining us each and every home game here at Sierra College. We are just minutes away from the introduction of today's starting lineups.
They're looking at 135, 140 maybe. Second official just is getting dressed right now.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to out him, but
That's all right. I had the mic on. Nobody at home. You tell them.
hot mic. We went to the bathroom.
Hot mic. Six Bill Will. Okay, you're a new guy. I haven't seen your name before. All right. Well, welcome to Sierra College, Six Bill Will. Well, you heard it for yourself. We're going to be about 5 minutes behind, maybe 10. $145. Yeah, not 145. Maybe 135, 140. Get these umps dressed. There was a little scheduling mix-up. Once again, this was supposed to be a Saturday ball game. We moved up to Wednesday, and when the schedule was moved up, there was a issue with the umpire scheduling as well. So that's fine. It happens, and we're just happy we have a couple of umps. Saves me from getting down on the field, which would not be good. Okay, reasonable, exactly. I like complaining about officials from the box without the wind blowing in my face. It's nice. Much easier in the cheap seats. See you down on the field.
Hey,
No way.
could you do the opposing team right now so once we're ready? We
Oh,
can
sure.
start?
Yeah, we could do that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody joining us today, which today's game is being moved up on the schedule from a Saturday scheduled game up till today, trying to beat out the weather. So with all the changes, of course. We had multiple changes to work with today, so we appreciate your indulgence. And a little later start than what we had moved it to at originally 1, now a little after probably 1:35. Let's go ahead and introduce today's starting lineup for the visiting Sac City Panthers. Leading off today for the Panthers, number 7, catcher Aiden Isola. Batting second, number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogowski. Batting third, number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. Batting fourth, number 4, center fielder DJ Scott. Batting fifth, number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. Batting sixth, number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. Batting seventh, number 15, right fielder Andrew Dutro. Batting eighth, number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. Batting ninth, number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. Starting on the mound today for the Panthers, number 6, Logan Piper. In just a few minutes, we'll introduce your Sierra College Wolverines. Well, I'm still looking for some black hats and black shirts.
Hey, there's no cars here, right? They should walk in.
We will just a few minutes away, folks. Let's see, ball. Let's hope not. Let's hope we see some strikes in there too.
All right, from the umpire, 145 will be our start.
145 now. Okay.
Sorry about that. Our pitchers are trying to figure out
I know.
time their warm up. Don't get too warm. Yeah.
All right, so you heard that at home. 145.
Oh, sorry. Who's live? So, as of like, what's the this weekend or next month maybe? Yeah, last time I took a PRT out of Castle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the umpire crew to the plate, along with the managers for the meeting at the plate today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce today's starting lineups for your Sierra College Wolverines. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 19, center fielder Alex Johnson. Batting second, number 23, shortstop Zach Chamiso. Batting third, number 16, designated hitter Josh Hardiman. Batting fourth, number 14, first baseman Jack Wise. Batting fifth, number 17, left fielder Andrew Paulini. Batting sixth, number 20, catcher Joe Plessay. Batting seventh, number 24, right fielder Andre Chacon. Batting eighth, number 9, third baseman Chris Lopez. And batting ninth, number 4, second baseman Dylan Wells. And starting on the mound for your Wolverines, number 22, Jake Torres. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats facing the flag flying in left field as we honor our nation with the national anthem. Try that. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, today's game is being live streamed. Sierra College Baseball Live. Once again, Sierra College Baseball Live. It is on YouTube. You can also connect through via Twitter. And of course, you can follow each and every Sierra College home game live on YouTube. Tell your family and friends. And thanks to all of you that are joining us on the live stream. And again, my apologies for the delayed start. And, it happens. Trying to get things in with the weather. We appreciate that. And so we have officials. They are on the field. We have players on the field. Starting pitchers throwing. We are ready to go. Excuse just once. Okay, thank you. Damon Sotomayor, the announcer said we aren't allowed to flame the umpires yet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was supposed to be a Saturday game. We're going to give them a lot of latitude because someone was probably sitting at home in the chair and I was like, hey, can you come out and do a game? Stand out there in the cold weather and the wind and get hit by a couple balls that get past. You got to rethink it. But, hey, they're here. We appreciate it. And so that is cool. We're going to play some baseball today, folks. Or they're going to play some baseball. We get to watch some great baseball action here in Rockland. Leading off for the Sac City Panthers, number 7, catcher Aiden Isola. All right, we are ready to get underway. First pitch, well inside. First pitch coming at 153. Okay, we were a little more behind than originally intended. And that ball fouled back to the net. Umpire says, no problem, I got this. Torres right down the middle, and Isola gets a hold of that, flying right over the shortstop's head. So Aiden Isola with the first base hit for the Panthers. Now batting, number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogalski. Pitch slides right past Plissé. One and one the count. Torres sets. And that one fouled back. Up and over the net. So 1 and 2 the count to Elijah Rogalski. Shortstop for the Panthers. Did not get a hit himself, although the ball hit him a couple times. 2 hit by pitches, and look at that catch by Dylan Wells. Boom! And the double play. How about that? Now batting number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. Torres set and pitch inside, just missing the edge of the plate to Foley. 3 balls, no strikes, but 2 outs and nobody on. Great heads-up play there by Dylan Wells, the second baseman for the Wolverines. And that one's going to get a little too far inside. Now batting, number 4, center fielder DJ Scott. So 2 strikes to DJ Scott, the center fielder, with 1 on, 2 outs, and he'll turn on that. Fouled off into the Wolverines bullpen. Kind of tough. Torres out there. All that extra time. And he's going to go ahead and get the strikeout. Go to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless in Rockland. All right, so we are ready. Sounding like Mike Tyson. Okay, I'm not sure what that one means. We'll see. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 19, center fielder Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson comes to the plate, lead things off for the Wolverines today. Swings on that first pitch, pops it straight up, and it looks like the second baseman getting underneath it. And indeed he does. So that will be out number 1. Now batting for Sierra College, number 23, shortstop Zach Chamiso. So the pop-up, Ruben Contreras able to make the grab. Looking up in pretty strange sky. You have all these choppy clouds. There's a little bit of blue sky up there too, but the sun is covering things up, so awkward to see up there. 2 balls to Zach Chamiso. Gets a hold of that one. It's going to go deep into center field. Center fielder able to slide over and make the catch. That's DJ Scott with the grab out there for the second out. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 16, designated hitter Josh Hardiman. One ball to Hardiman, and Piper deals. That one's going to catch the inside edge. Evening up the count 1-1. And the sun comes out. Look at that. Shadows on the field. Good sign. That'll probably last for a couple minutes before it gets covered up by the thick clouds. Hardiman bangs that one into right field, and he's going to slide over. Does he make the grab? I see the fence bounced. He made the grab, held on to it. The umpire throws up the hand, so that will be the third out, and we're going to go into the second. All zeros on the board. People chiming in the comments. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hopefully that works. I know a lot of people don't even watch the screen necessarily. You're at work, you're driving, whatever it may be, but hopefully you can follow along. Or sometimes it's just tough to see on a darn phone when you're looking at the phone sideways, and it's still not big enough to see the outfield. I get it. Leading off of the Panthers, number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. So Lake comes to the plate. Tough day yesterday for him. Got on once with a bunt in his second at-bat, but his other 4 at-bats all Ks. So looking to try and change things up today. Good batter. He's got some power. We know that. But today he faces Jake Torres, and I know that both of them played on the same team. I know both played for the Lincoln Potters summer ball, so Mateo had a couple short stints with the Potters. 1-2 the count. First batter of the second inning. Dallin comes in a little low. Evens up the count, 2-2. Big swing, gets away from Plessé. He's going to throw down to first. Oh! And that one, Jack Wise had it, dropped it. Not much else to say. Now batting number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. Maloney throws down the bat, little bunt. Doesn't work, and Plessé wants to try that throw once again. Wise caught it that time, but Mateo Lake was already back. He's going to flash the bunt a little earlier this time. Pulls it back the last minute, so he'll take the ball. Ryan, speaking of Potters, former coach for the Potters coming in now, hanging out in the booth. No stranger to the Wolverines. His name hangs proudly on the wall behind us. Member of the 2008 state championship team. Lays down the bunt, and Jake Torres able to make the toss over to first in time. So that will be an out. Now batting number 15, right fielder Andrew Dutro. Ball gets away from Plessé, and so Mateo Lake gets over to third in time. So Lake now the lone base runner. Swings on that. No luck. 1-1. First baseman Levi Sotomayor on deck for the Panthers, and there's strike 2 to Dutro. Little different look in the field for the Wolverines. As you can see, Jack Wise, normally the third baseman, at first today. And so Dutro goes down with the K. Now batting number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. So Jack Wise takes over at first, and Chris Lopez comes in for him, his normal replacement there at third. And so he is starting at third. Dylan Wells has been splitting time at second with Masayuki. And Zach Chamiso, as always, the standard there at shortstop. Pops that one, and the center fielder, left fielder there, Andrew Paulini, who's normally the first baseman, slides over, makes the grab for the out. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Again, still scoreless here in Rockland. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 14, first baseman Jack Wise. So once again, mentioned Jack Wise slid over from third today to take over at first. Andrew Paulini out there in left field now. Made that final out in the top of the second. Otherwise, Andre Chacon, who started several games in the outfield, he is starting in right. And Alex Johnson, again, center fielder. Two balls to Jack Wise. From Bishop Manogue High School in Reno. In fact, Jack's dad, he was at the game here. This last one also joins us often on the live stream. Again, sometimes it's tough to get over the hill. Weather like this. That one down the middle for the first strike. 3-1 to Jack Wise. Looks at that one coming in on the outside edge of the plate. Takes us to a full count. Cheap Band-Aids, our announcer. I don't know about a sense of humor. I hope. Fouls that one off, headed for the soccer field. Yes, cheap Band-Aids. I got to hear from, I believe it was your son yesterday. We got the Jenkins family in the house, and so got to talk with him, chatted up with him. That was fun. Another parent came down from Alaska. Check up on things. Gets to watch this week's series in a very short stint, so it's kind of neat. Cheap Band-Aids. The cowbell shtick. It's not shtick. I mean, as I said, we got the Potters coach back here, and he knows all about the cowbells. He's heard a lot of cowbells in his time. And looks like a K for Jack Wise. Now batting for the Potters, number 17, Andrew Paulini. All right, I had to do that once.
There it is.
Sure. Get Ryan in the house, and then I start thinking Potters. Oh, my gosh. Rookie move. Oof. Yeah, exactly. Oof. That's all right. We'll get back to it here in a second, folks. Pitched a little low from Piper. Ball 2. Cowbell. I like it. That pitch, umpire says, caught the inside corner of the plate. So it'll be 2-1 with the catcher, Joe Plessé, on deck for Sierra. And that one in the other batter box, definitely a ball. Okay, 3-1 the count. Logan Piper comes into today's ballgame with a 6.87 ERA. So Say nails that little grounder over to the shortstop, makes the throw, and says got him. Okay. So Paulini out at first. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 20, catcher Joe Plessé. First pitch, strike to Joe Plessé. Big swing from Plessé. That'll be strike two. And sadly, folks, those joining us, all of you regulars, if you were expecting TJ, our normal mid-inning guy or trusty scoreboard operator, had to phone it in today, so not able to be here. So you're going to get me all game. Joe Plessé goes down with the strike. So we're going to go now into the third, still scoreless. Leading off the third inning for Sac City, number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. We are back once again scoreless here, leading off the third inning. Ruben Contreras, the number 9 batter for Sac City, comes to the plate. Jake Torres, starting pitcher for the Wolverines, deals. Ball one. Swings on that second pitch, and now it's going to go into center field. Alex Johnson slides back, then back forward, makes the grab for the first out. Now batting, number 7, catcher Aiden Isola. Pitch inside. Isola jumps out of the way. That one catches the inside edge. 2-2. Full count now to Aiden Isola. Get the walk on that one. Now batting for Sac City, number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogowski. So with 1 on and 1 out, Rogowski, the shortstop, swings on the first pitch. That one's going to go over the net and drop in behind us. Again, the ground is a little wet, so I'm sure it's going to leave a nice divot out there. There's no softball game taking place today, though. So we had a softball game going on yesterday, and it seems like every ball that was flying over the net was going into center field of the softball field directly behind us, interrupting play constantly. 0-2 the count with 1 out to Rogowski, the shortstop. Swing and a miss. He will sit down. Now batting number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. Shout out to the grass guys, the groundskeepers, getting the love. Yes, they definitely deserve it. They were out there spreading a little dirt, getting the infield looking sharp, taking care of the outfield. They have this thing dialed in pretty well. Torres just misses the outside edge of the plate. 2-0 the count. Jose throws back to first. Isola, no problem. Nice looking strike from Torres. Three and one with 2 outs. Swings. That one's going to go foul, dropping just beyond the bullpen for the Wolverines. It's going to get the walk. Isola taken off for second a little early there, but that's okay. Now batting, number 4, center fielder DJ Scott. First pitch, nice strike from Jake Torres to DJ Scott. He got the strikeout to end the first. Torres would like a repeat performance here. And there's 2 in a row. He's almost there. Two on, 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Swings, fouls that one off to the right. That one may be going to the softball field. It was flying. They must have some great divots out there. Deals. He gets a hold of that one. It's going into center right, all the way back to the fence, and Chacon has it. Andre Chacon, nice grab, and he will get the third out. We're going to go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless in Rockland. All right, ready to get things going in the bottom of the third inning. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 24, right fielder Andre Chacon. So Andre Chacon comes up to the plate, his first at-bat of the day. Swings on the first pitch, comes in hot to the shortstop, and Rogowski unable to handle it. Bounces off the glove right past him. So he is going to be on first. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 9, third baseman Chris Lopez. First pitch, a ball to Chris Lopez. Starting at third today. Has one other start so far on the season. Quick checkup at first from Logan Piper. Throws over. Andre Chacon, speedy right fielder, says no problem. Really wasn't leading off that far. Lopez again shows the bunt. Pulls it back. And the pitch misses. 2-0. Lopez at the plate today. Only made 4 appearances so far this season. Usually late game efforts. Logan Piper checking up on first once again. And Dylan Wells also returns to the lineup too. He's been splitting most of the time at second there with Masayuki Kawashima. He started the last several for Sierra. And there is strike 1 to Chris Lopez. Pulls it back once again. Piper just misses the outside edge. 3-1. So he's going to get the walk. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 4, second baseman Dylan Wells. So 2 on for Sierra College. Dylan Wells coming to the plate. No outs. And really an opportunity for Dylan to do something big here. Get the Wolverines on the board. Shows the bunt, drops it down, pulls it back, but still strike 1. Looks like we're going to have a conversation out there on the mound. All right, all set. 0-1 the count, no outs. Runners at first and second for the Wolverines, and Dylan Wells, the number 9 batter, in his first plate appearance of the day, drops the bat down, shows the bunt, rolls beautifully along the third base line. Everybody gets there. Safe at third, and we're going to return to the top of the order, bases loaded. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 19, center fielder Alex Johnson. So bases loaded for Alex Johnson with no outs. First pitch from Piper misses, ball 1. Again, top of the order, Johnson, the speedy center fielder for Sierra. Came into yesterday's game batting .339, and he'll take strike 1, evening up the count 1-1. Strikeout, we had 1 hit yesterday. Nice double in his four appearances at the plate, and he'll see strike 2. Takes the big swing, and he will go down with the K. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 23, shortstop Zach Chamiso. Ball 1 to Zach Chamiso, the number 2 batter as batting averages go for the Wolverines. Going into yesterday's game, .375. Beautiful hit, and that one's going to drop into left field, and we're going to score 1 as everybody else holds up. Andre Chacon comes in for the first run scored. Now batting for Sierra College, number 16, designated hitter Josh Hardiman. So bases loaded for Hardiman. Next pitch outside. Evens up the count 1-1 with 1 out. Bases loaded for the Wolverines. That pitch inside. 2-1. Hits that one, and it's going to go into right field. Dutro able to get underneath it, makes the grab. Everybody's going to check up, but the ball gets away from the shortstop. Lucky for the Panthers, Foley was back there backing him up, and so he will able to stop the ball and another run from scoring. Now batting for Sierra College, number 14, first baseman Jack Wise.
Yeah, my side girl got a 5S with a screen crack.
So with the hit, now we only have one runner on there at second base. 2 outs. Wolverines lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. And strike one evens up the count, 1-1 with 2 outs. Big swing. He's going to make the throw over to second. Again, it's been a tough one for Rogowski. He's diving in there. Pitch sails high. I saw no problem reaching up, grabbing it. 2-2 with 2 outs. takes off with the stolen base. So now we got a runner at third. And with the Wolverines, another chance to perhaps get another run. That's that one, so he's going to get another shot. Shmisa returns to third. Full count, 2 outs. Logan Piper on the mound. He deals, and that one will go foul. Bouncing off the fence of the Panthers bullpen. That's going to be a ball. So Jack Y is headed for first. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 17, left fielder Andrew Paulini. Ouch. Calling that one a hit by a pitch. So we are going to load up the bases once again for the Wolverines. Now batting for Sierra College, number 20, catcher Joe Plessé. Big opportunity for Plessé here. That one's going to get past Isola. Shmiso has no problem coming in, and he will score the 4th run for Sierra College, who now leads 4-0. So 2-0 with runners at second and third. The chine outside, ball 3. And this is where we need the softball team over there. 3 in a row. I don't know all of the chants, but this is where softball is so fun. We need the chants. And one more to the outside makes it 4 in a row. And Joe Plessé gets his base on balls. Now batting for Sierra College, number 24, right fielder Andre Chacon. And I saw he's going to go out and have a conversation with Piper. There is another arm that's stretching out in the bullpen for Sac City. But it looks like they're just playing catch, kind of loosening up. In Piper's 5 appearances, he has 18 innings of work. So he has no problem with a little bit of depth. We will see. Little conversation. 2 outs, bases loaded. Andre Chacon, the right fielder, at the plate for the Wolverines. That one gets away. And he is safe. Jack Wise able to beat out the throw from Isola back to Logan Piper covering home. So runners at the corners. Piper's set. Strike one. Andre Chacon was the one that started things off for the Wolverines here in the third. So this is his second at-bat of the inning. Pitch just misses, and so we are at a full count. He will get a free base, and it looks like Piper's going to get a conversation on the mound with the coach.
32, I think.
Oh. Yep. Now on the mound for Sac City, number 32, Hayden Cruz. 6'3", 200 righty at a River City High School in West Sac. Hayden Cruz comes to the hill. .225 ERA and 3 appearances, just 4 innings of work so far. Four innings, 3 strikeouts. Wow, you take a look at him, and he's definitely all of that size. 6'3", yeah, he looks 6'3".
He's all airport guys, right?
Huh?
The TVs. Talk about all airport guys that you see in the airport, you're like, I bet he's good.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't this make me good? That's the idea. Exactly. The old airport team. Arm side. He's got long arms.
Now batting for the Wolverines, number 9, third baseman Chris Lopez. So Lopez comes to the plate for his second time this inning. Sees strike one. As Cruz kind of just extends the arm as that ball went back a little high. And he has some long arms. Next pitch, that one's going to be inside for ball one, 1-1. Another pitch inside. Score is 5-0. All 5 of those runs coming in this inning. And Wolverines with the bases loaded opportunity again. Lopez, the number 8 batter for the Wolverines. Jersey says number 9, but batting order says number 8. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Makes contact as it comes back to the net. He'll get another swing at that. And he does take the swing, and he will sit down with the K and put an end to this third inning that extended 11 batters. Wolverines lead 5-0. Leading off the fourth inning for Sac City, number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. And Lake swings on that first pitch. He's kind of thinking about that a little too long, and bat kept going. Well, that was a long inning. Wow, 11 batters on that side for the Wolverines. 5-0 up on the board. Lake thinks about it, but holds that one up. 2-1 the count. And Torres deals, hits outside edge for that strike. 2-2. That one will be outside in the dirt. 3-2. First batter of the fourth inning, Mateo Lake. Our scoreboard man, Matthew, today, he is here. Had to go get some water and recharge. Mateo Lake takes first on the walk. Now batting number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. Now, Matthew, you take a look at him, and there's a little difference from him and TJ. I'll tell you what, folks. He's what, about 6'5", give or take? 6'4", 6'5" on a good day? Yeah. He's over here doing pull-ups on the joists in here, which I thought the joists were on the ceiling, and Matthew was showing that the ceiling apparently is not that low. For the short and squatty in the audience, like me, it's pretty high. He would say otherwise. And that ball fouled out there into the soccer field.
Practice player for a women's basketball team.
Really? Okay.
Not on the team. Had a little piece of that state. But,
Yes, indeed. Out there practicing, taking care, training the women's team, Sierra College women's basketball team. Headed to the state, is it the Elite Eight? I guess it's called the Elite Eight this weekend. The championship tournament this weekend for state junior college basketball, Triple C 2A. That one high into right field, and Andre Chacon is going to make the grab. So Mateo Lake returns to first. Now batting, number 15, right fielder, Andrew Dutro. Short Kings rise up. Exactly, yes. I'm already standing. It's I guess a short thing. That one outside, Joe Plessé chasing it down. You're not getting past me. 1-1 the count. With one out and Sotomayor on deck for the Panthers. And there's a strike from Torres. Now ahead in the count, 1-2. OTC says, we appreciate you, Matthew. Thanks for stepping up, man. That's huge. Get the call late. And he says, you're done. Have a seat. And that's 2 Ks in a row for Dutro. Now batting, number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. Turns on that one, and it, I think, bounced off Plessé. Oh, and 2 the count to Sotomayor. 4 strikeouts so far for Jake Torres. In now his 4th inning of work. And he thought he had that. He was walking off. 2-2 the count. So pops that one up, and it's going to fly off to the left-hand side. It's like it was headed for the restrooms. Should be 2-2. And Torres sets. Little grounder, and the second baseman, Wells, ball gets right past him. Quick throw over to third, not in time, but throws back to second and able to get the runner following up. And so that will be the third out there at second. Wolverines lead this one 5-0 going into the bottom of the fourth. All right, we're back for the bottom of the fourth. Leading off for the Wolverines, number 4, second baseman, Dylan Wells. Pitcher says, hey, I need a ball, man. Let's go. Dylan Wells had that beautiful bunt that he laid down right on the third baseline earlier. This one he's going to hit to the shortstop. Little grounder who makes the throw in time to first for the easy out. Now batting for Sierra College, number 19, center fielder Alex Johnson. So Johnson, top of the order batter for the Wolverines. Sees strike one. Had a pop up to second base in the first at bat of the game and struck out his last time. That pitch outside for ball one. 1-2. Yeah, it's been an interesting ball game. The first two innings, it was 1-2-3 innings for the starting pitcher, Logan Piper, sitting down 3 in a row. And things got out of control for him in this last one. And he's been replaced by Hayden Cruz in the last inning. Now batting for Sierra College, number 23, shortstop, Zach Chimiso. So Chimiso comes to the plate with 2 outs. And that pitch from Cruz outside for 2 balls. 2-0, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch kind of sailed high. 3 balls. American flag there in left field blowing right at us. So the wind really right in the face of the batter. That went down the middle. Fastball, Zach just kind of looking back, saying I should have swung at that. 3-1 with 2 outs. Swung on that one, and it will pop up into left field, and the left fielder starts running for it, and Foley makes the grab, and the 3rd and final out of the 4th inning. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. Wolverines leading 5-0. Leading off the 5th inning for Sac City, number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. So we're back here in the 5th, getting things started off. Jake Torres returns to the hill, and Contreras swings on that first pitch. Quick throw from short to first, and sees the first out. Now batting for the Panthers, number 7, catcher Aiden Isola. Swings on that first pitch, and it's going to go deep, and it looked like Alex Johnson kind of lost it as he started back and then twists, losing sight of it, moving back to his left or right, and the ball dropped. So he will have a double. Now batting number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogowski. Swing on that first pitch, and Rogowski comes up with the strike. One out, one runner on second base. He'll foul that off to the right. definitely headed for the softball field. Swings on that, and it's going to head for shallow right, but it will be foul, actually dropping into the soccer field, the other side of the fence. Count remains 0-2 to Elijah Rogalski. Four pitches, four swings from Rogalski. That one's going to go into right field. Andre Chacon able to make the grab without a problem. And Isola stays put on second. Now batting number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. So Foley returns to the plate. 2 free bases. Walk in his last at bat, and hit by pitch in his first at bat. I guess you wouldn't call that a free base. He earned it the hard way. Torres sets, looks back, and he'll foul that one off. One and one to count with 2 outs. Hits that one deep into left field, and going all the way back to the fence is Paulini, who picks up the ball, makes the throw, but Isola will score with the first markup on the board for the Panthers today. And with that run, Sierra's lead shrunk down 5-1. Now batting number 4, center fielder DJ Scott. Quick throw to, or a quick hit to the third baseman, gets past Lopez's glove, and so the ball gets through, and another run will score. Now batting number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. And it looks like we're going to have a conversation on the mound for the Wolverines. Quick little chat. Again, ordinarily not a problem. Torres has plenty of experience going deep into games. 6 to 7 innings without a problem. Just a quick chat. Get him refocused, hey? Had a great deal so far today. Jake checks up on the runner at first. Drops the bunt down. Torres picks it up and decides throwing against. He decides against throwing to first. Throws over to second, thinking the runner was already gone. So now 2 runners on with 2 outs. Now batting number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. Pitch outside to Maloney, catching the outside edge of the plate. And that'll be strike 1. Big swing from Maloney on that one. 1-2 the count. Leading batter for the Panthers, 571 batting average going into yesterday's game, although unable to get a hit yesterday, so that's going to drop a little bit. Connects on that one, and that's going to go into center left. He's going to score 1. And the score is 5-3. No, it's just 1. Now batting number 15, right fielder Andrew Dutro. Torres trying to get out of this. A little 2-out rally for the Panthers. And that one misses the inside edge. 1-2. Little grounder down to third, and Lopez unable to get a glove on that. Runner's going to stop, but one will score. And Place runs out. Have a conversation really quick with Torres. Again, Wolverines have a arm in the bullpen right now. Jake, just settle down, man. We got runners at second and third, with 2 outs. You can get this. Now batting number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. Thinks against the swing. Did he go? Field ump says no. So 1-0 the count. Drops the bat down, but thinks against. 2-0 now. Wind also changing direction, blowing from right to left now. And that pitch misses outside. 3 balls. And there's strike one to Sotomayor. After 3 balls, he was not swinging on anything. Let's see if he takes this. Swings, and it will go foul. So 3-2 the count. Torres looking in. Now set. And the swing, it's going to go straight up. Third baseman Christopher Lopez gets underneath it, and he makes that grab. And that will end the inning, but not before Sac City nearly closes the gap. They trail 5-4. Now batting for Sierra College, number 16, designated hitter Josh Hardiman. So first pitch to Hardiman, ball 1. What was alongside for Jake Torres? That was a tough one. And Hardiman swings on that pitch. It goes deep into center. And the center fielder, DJ Scott, able to slide underneath and make the grab for the first out. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 14, first baseman Jack Wise.
My side girl got a 5
So Wise looks at the first pitch, come in just a little high for ball 1. Low and outside for ball 2. And it looks like we're going to have a little shift here of the lineup. as we have a pinch hitter on deck for the Wolverines. Full count now to Jack Wise. Makes contact with that pitch. It's going to go into right field, and Andrew Dutro makes the grab. Pinch hitting for the Wolverines, number 18, Phoenix Casillas. Now, Phoenix ordinarily plays left field, so I'm assuming he is replacing Paulini there at left. On one to Phoenix Casillas with 2 outs, nobody on. Swings, pops that one up and back over the net. 0-2 now. Casillas out of Del Oro High School, neighboring Loomis. Swings on that again, off to the right. Hayden Cruz still on the mound for Sac City. And Casillas, 3rd time in a row. Oh, 2 with 2 outs. Cruz deals. Make that 4 in a row. All fouls up, off to the right. Really headed back towards the softball field. Pitching staff warming up in the bullpen for Sierra College. Unfazed by it. And that one, not quite as far back. That one's going to head to the soccer field. Umpire says, I'm going to need a couple more balls. Looks like me golfing. Another one off to the right. Another one off to the right. That one down to second, little grounder, and makes the throw in time to first for the 3rd and final out. Going to go into the bottom, the 6th, yes, with the Wolverines holding on to the lead 5-4. Now coming to the mound for your Wolverines, number 3, Jaron Eckelboom.
As a Padre fan, you're gonna bring some game. This is gonna be your warm-up music.
Leading off the sixth inning for Sac City, number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. So new pitcher on the mound for the Wolverines. Jaron Eckelboom now in, replacing Jake Torres. Had a great game really up until that last inning, and then got peppered. And that ball going to drop out there into the soccer field. So Contreras will return to the plate. Eckelboom with 6 2/3 innings pitched on the year so far, all in relief. And Contreras swings again. That one's going to foul a little bit more in back of us. 1-2 the count. Nice strike. And so Contreras will sit with the K. Now batting number 7, catcher Aiden Isola. Nice looking pitch, just dropped right outside of the strike zone there. Ball 1. Fastball a little low. Ball 2. There's the strike from Eckelboom. 2-1 now to Isola. Sadly, I'm not seeing any radar guns down there, but I really want to check this out. Fastball had a little heat on it. And Isola with the big swing takes us to the full count. Are there any radar guns down there?
Yeah, kid with the hoodie.
Oh, okay. Holding it close to the vest. And that one will be low, so Isola is going to get another walk, his second today. Now batting number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogalski. Oh, okay. He's right in front of my computer. I couldn't even see. I like it when they sit on the side, and then I can kind of check out their radar gun. So Isola, the lone base runner at first. Eckelboom checks up on him. Eckelboom, also out of Del Oro High School. And drops down the bunt, but it is going to pop up and back. Headed for the admissions gate here at Sierra College. So 1-1 now to Elijah Rogalski. Pitch just kind of sailed high. 2-1. Beautiful pitch, just down the outside edge. Evens up the count, 2-2. Little grounder back to Eckelboom. He's going to make the quick throw over to first for the out, but Isola advances to second. Now batting number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. Foley, who had the double in his last at-bat, comes to the plate with a runner at second and 2 outs. Pitch low and outside for ball 1. Happy to see a lot of sunshine still. Shadows getting a little longer on the field, but we have shadows, and that's a good thing. Nice pitch. That'll be strike 1. 1-1. Seeing that fastball on the outside edge of the plate, and Eckelboom has that dialed in. Apparently Foley saw that, so he decided to swing as that ball is headed for the soccer field. One and two the count with 2 outs. Right back up the middle, and Wells is going to make the throw over to first in time to put the finishing touches here on the top of the 6th. No runs were scored, and Wolverines hold the lead 5-4. All right, Hayden Cruz still on the mound for the Panthers as we get ready to get things started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 20, catcher Joe Plessé. And first pitch from Cruz catches the strike zone for strike 1. This is Plessé's 3rd at-bat of the day. Walked his last, struck out his first. Looked like he was going for the same spot, just missed it. A little further out. The chat has really calmed down. Nobody's saying anything now. I don't know if I lulled you to sleep or not. Hopefully it's the soothing voice and you weren't thinking the game was boring because it's been a lot of action here so far. It's the soothing voice. My students would always say that. Oh, you were so soothing. I fell asleep.
Back in.
2-2, Joe Plessé and Andre Chacon on deck for Sierra. Plessé hits that. It's going to go deep second. Yes, indeed. Ruben Contreras backs up, and he will make the grab. Now batting for Sierra College, number 24, right fielder Andre Chacon. Pitch sails outside for ball one. I always like that expression, deep second. You know, it's just... Big swing from Chacon for the strike. 1-1 with one out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, Wolverines hold on to the lead 5-4. And really, this is a game that's been all about the two innings. Bottom of the third for the Wolverines when they dropped to 5. And then the top of the fifth, Sac City put up a 4, and that's the scoreboard. Other than that, it's all zeros. A couple real good pitching performances, and then it kind of just fell apart in one inning. Chacon hits that just above the shortstop. It'll drop into center left, and so he will have a nice single. Pinch hitting for the Wolverines, number 6, Masayuki Kawashima. So I take that back. Christopher Lopez, who was out there, decides to sit down. He was swinging. And he will have a seat, and Masa's going to come in now. And here's where the excitement starts. Kawashima swings on his first pitch. Strike one. Drops it down along the third baseline, but he's unable to beat out the throw. And so Kawashima will have a seat. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 4, second baseman Dylan Wells. Pitch just sails outside. 1-0. Quick throw back to second there. Says nothing doing. Chacon able to get back in plenty of time. We're always excited every time Asa comes up to bat, who was the last person at bat. Has a lot of speed. It's always just a fun thing to watch him move around the bases. Not this time. Well, we'll see next time in his next at bat. 2-0 to Dylan Wells, the number 9 batter today for Sierra College. And that pitch catches. 2-1. Two and one, 2 outs, runner at second. And quick little grounder over to second base. And Wells goes down by his counterpart. We're going to the top of the 7th. Wolverines still leading 5-4. Leading off the 7th for Sac City, number 4, center fielder DJ Scott. Moving right along, Jared Eckelboom still on the mound for Sierra, and Scott swings on that first pitch. He lines it right into the fence, guarding the bullpen from the field on the visitor side. Swings on that second pitch, and it's going to go deep into left field. Center left. Left fielder picks it up. How about that? Phoenix Casillas with the grab in left, and that'll be the first out of the 7th inning. Now batting number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. So, boom. Pitches Lake. That one goes into center, and so Alex Johnson makes the running grab. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Now batting number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. Sac City is picking up on the pitches that Eckelboom is throwing. A lot of fastballs. And they are just going after it. Coach comes out and says, hey, we need another one to tie this thing up. All right, so we're back. JT Maloney at the plate with the big swing and strike one. Two outs so far here in the top of the seventh. Two outs, now two strikes to JT Maloney. Had his single in his last at bat. Ekaboom deals and says, you know what, it's time to sing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the middle of the seventh, so you know what that means. It's time to stand up, stretch it out, and sing along. Matthew, lead us in the singing, please. A 1 and a 2. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts at Cracker Jacks. Sing along, Matthew. If I ever... Oh, he's got a mouthful. Root, root, root for the Wolverines. If they don't win, it's a shame. 1, 2. I forgot to mute my mic. Sorry, folks. Now on the mound for Sac City, number 33, Brady Roughton. Roughton? Roughton. I'm going to say Roughton. One, two. Look at that. They're typing it in the chat even, singing along. How sweet is that? Now batting for your Wolverines, number 19, center fielder Alex Johnson. All right, so a new pitcher on the mound for Sac City. Hayden Cruz, pretty good performance. A couple innings of work. But Brady Roughton now on the hill. And if I'm messing up the name, please let me know. Wolverines lead this one 5-4 here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Alex Johnson, the first batter. Pitch outside. Umpire says caught the edge. So it evens the count up 1-1. That one catches the bottom part of the zone. So 1-2 now to Alex Johnson. Swings on that. Fouls it back. Crawls up over the net. And drops right outside the dugout. Big swing and miss. And so third K in a row for Alex. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 23, shortstop, Zach Chamiso. First pitch is going to be a strike to Zach Chamiso. Has a single today and his only hit of his 3 at-bats. Flew out twice, once to left field, once to center. And that one down there by the Sox. 1-1 the count. That little grounder, it's going to hop to the second baseman. He'll make the throw over in time to first for the second out. Now batting for Sierra College, number 16, designated hitter Josh Hardiman. First pitch ball to Josh Hardiman. And he'll make contact with that second one into center right, deep. And so he'll take 2 on that. Now batting for Sierra College, number 14, first baseman Jack Wise. First pitch, strike to Jack Wise. Josh Hardiman, the lone base runner for the Wolverines, out there on second base. And that pitch down in the dirt. One and one the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Wolverines lead it 5-4. Quick throw back to second, but that one gets away from the second baseman, Contreras. Hardiman begins to take off, kind of slipped a little bit and said, no, that's not going to happen. I'm staying at second. So Brady Routon on the hill throws that pitch a little low. 2-1. Pitch down the middle for the second strike, evening up the count. And where there were once shadows on the field, there really aren't anymore. Overcast sky has kind of set in. I take that back. Hold on. I'm seeing a little base coach action. Some shadows over there, but I'm not seeing them anywhere else. And Wise swings on that, fouls it back to the net. It's going back and forth. Again, this game being held today moved up from Saturday. It was supposed to be held Saturday here at Sierra College, but with the weather coming, Pineapple Express, they call it. It's supposed to be a wet one this weekend, so getting in the game while you can, that's great. Game 2 and now Game 3 of the series is going to be held tomorrow at Sac City, and that ball flies foul into the soccer field. So Hardiman will return to second, and everybody else will reset. Little grounder out to the short, and he bobbles it. That was a tough one. Again, that wet turf, having a tough time. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 18, Phoenix Casillas. So Casillas now in his second at-bat for the Wolverines. And Brady Roughton is looking around because Jack Wise looking over there first, totally distracting Roughton. And he says, no. Hold on, wait. Oh, I thought he called it a ball. He was pointing over there. He was pointing like he was calling out the ball. Did the field umpire wave it off? Weiss is really getting under the skin there, distracting, and Casillas swings and miss. So that'll be strike one. Ball gets away from Aiden Isola. Wise is definitely making those big actions over there on first, and you could see him just throwing off Isola as he's catching it out of the right side of his eye. Hardiman, the runner on third. And Casillas swings, makes some contact. It will foul. 0-2 the count. One and two with 2 outs. Runners at the corners for Sierra. And that pitch outside in the dirt. 1-2. And we have a double steal on. Josh Hardiman, the runner at third, gets caught up in the pickle and slips. He goes down, and that will be the 3rd out. So we go to the top of the 8th. Sierra with the lead, 5-4. Oh, good. I had it on mute. You didn't have to hear me. I just butchered somebody's name. Now batting, pinch hitter for Sac City, number 3, Vinny Bachelor. Bachelier? It's one of those. If anybody on the chat knows, please let me know. I have no clue on that one. Exactly. Oh my God. It's like Bachilier. Could be a little French or maybe not. Which gets down away from Plessé. 2-1 to Bachelier. Michael Boom delivers and Bachelor swings. It will be fouled back up and over the net. 2-2 the count. Now batting number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. Quick toss over to first, check up on Bachelor. Didn't quite see the walk there. The foul drops down. And Sotomayor at the plate, 0-1. Drops down the bunt along the first baseline, right back to the first baseman himself. And so Wise tags the runner. So he will be out. Now batting number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. So Bachelor now the runner at second. And strike one. Contreras fouls that one off to the left-hand side. Not quite to the dugout, but that direction. Contreras reaches, and he's going to dump that one into center field, dropping right in front of Alex Johnson. Nice little single for Contreras. Now batting number 7, catcher Aiden. Nice solo. That'll advance Bachelor over to third. And it looks like the coach is going to come out and have a little talk with Jaron Eckelboom. So Eckelboom will stay out there, but there is another pitcher in the bullpen for the Wolverines. Should he be called upon? Toss over to first. He is safe. Fastball misses low. Ball one. Pitch inside from Eckelboom. 2-1. That one missed. Must have been a little high. 3-1. Always tough when you're looking at it from this vantage, kind of high up there in the air. So the high-low is kind of difficult to see. And Isola will foul that one back up over the net on its way to the softball field. The shortstop, Rogowski, on deck for the Panthers. But Isola, they're at the plate now. Full count. Runners at first and third. Runners takes off for second, but that one's going to be foul, so he will hit back. Ruben Contreras there. Once again, takes off, and Isola hits that one deep into left over the head of Casillas. And so he's back there against the fence. Nice hit from Aiden Isola all the way to the fence. And that was going to score a tying run for the Panthers. Now batting number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogowski. If you don't like that, you don't like Sacramento. It's Grant Napier checking in. Thank you. Have a conversation on the mound there. Joe Plessé going out, trying to encourage Jaron Eckelboom. As I mentioned, there is a arm right now well beyond stretching. This is in warm-up stage. So, and yes, indeed, looks like we're going to have that change right now as the coach comes back to the mound. And so I will go ahead and how many hits is that? Let me take a look here. Hold on, is he coming or not? I was like kind of concerned myself. Would have been nice. Okay. Now on the mound for the Wolverines, number 36, Tyler Olson. All right. So now Tyler Olson. I was kind of wondering about that. I didn't see the official motion from the coach, but I was starting the music. I thought he was coming out. Okay, so the question from the chat: how many hits for Isola? I see a double and one other double. Oh no, wait, he had a base hit first off. Okay, so that's 3 hits, 3 for 5 today. Then 2 walks. Yeah, 3 hits. Again, brand new ball game. Now we're all tied up 5-5 here in the 8th inning. 2 on for Sac City, and they want to try and take the lead here. Now batting for the Panthers, number 2, Elijah Rogowski. So first pitch, a little high from Tyler Olson. Hits that one again, headed out to the center field fence, and Alex Johnson able to make the grab. The throw over to third. It'll be cut off by Zach Chamiso. But the runner will score, and Sac City takes the lead, 6-5. Now batting, number 29, left fielder Stefan Foley. Did they just call that intentional walk? I didn't see that, but okay. I'm assuming that's what it is. Now batting number 4, center fielder DJ Scott.
Set up a double play or out anywhere else. So.
Yeah, I mean, you only need 1 out, so. Ooh, and just like that, Scott hit by pitch. So now bases loaded. And it looks like we're going to have a conversation on the mound for the Wolverines. He's trying to settle them down. No, and he takes the ball. And so we're going to have a new pitcher coming in for Sierra. As Tyler Olson will have a seat.
16 to lefty.
Say that again.
16 to lefty.
And here we go. Looks like that one is going to be number 25. Now on the mound for Sierra College, number 25, Dylan Ranello. Very quick appearance by Tyler Olson. Hit one batter, and now we have bases loaded. So tough spot for Sierra to be in. Bases loaded, now down by 1 run. Coach being very cautious, making sure the game does not get out of hand. Now batting for the Panthers, number 16, designated hitter Mateo Lake. It's Dylan's 21st birthday today. Well, this would be a good one for the birthday cake, that's for sure. Coming in a tough spot, bases loaded. He's got his work cut out for him today. He's going to earn the cake tonight. First pitch, just a little low. Ball 1. Second pitch, same spot just about. I'll drink to that. That one catches, and so that'll be strike 1. 2-1 now. So he's looking for a reason to celebrate. And the base runner getting out of the way slips on his way to third, trying to entice Place to make the throw. Bases loaded. Place wasn't going anywhere. And so just like that, he is walked. And that's going to score another run for Sac City. Now batting number 11, third baseman JT Maloney. So with the hit by pitch, the walk, intentional walk, bases remain loaded. Panthers now lead by 2. Going to the other edge of the plate, inside this time. 1-1. Pitch sailed. It's going to catch the strike zone. 1-2. Another strike here for Manello would get the Wolverines out of a tough spot. But they need to finish the work here. Swing fouled off into the soccer field, and so JT Maloney going to get another opportunity. 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Sac City Panthers take the lead this inning, 7-5. Thinks about swinging. Umpire in the field says no, he didn't go. Sailed kind of gets away, but nobody's moving. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded, top of the 8th. Swing, and it's going to go right. Oh, excuse me. Chamiso makes the stop with the glove.
That's weird. I thought I got by.
2 runs will score. Chamiso had stopped it, but he did not get the catch. So runners at first and second. Now batting, number 3, Vinny Batchelor. Five runs on the inning for the Panthers. And there's still 2 strikes to go. Sac City leads this 9-5. Ball flies past, and base runner, he is going to be able to move over to third. So now runners at the corners for Sac City. Quick throw over to second, and yes, he has the ball. So the out is made, and that will end the top of the 8th, but Sac City with the big lead, 9-5. Now batting for Sierra College, number 18, left fielder Phoenix Casillas. All right, so Casillas, the first batter for the Wolverines here in the bottom of the 8th, trailing 9-5. And he starts things off. First pitch, first swing, and that grounder bobbled by the shortstop, Rogowski. That'll get Casillas on. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 20, catcher Joe Plessé. So Plessé comes to the plate. One runner on. Swings on that first one. It's going to just bounce foul. I think the first pitch, or excuse me, the first bounce was inside the line. Second one, not so lucky. Quick toss over to first. Checking up on Casillas. Deals first pitch high, or excuse me, second pitch high. 1-1 the count. Casillas takes off first, headed for second, but it looks like the right fielder able to get underneath it, and he's going to make the throw in time, getting Casillas before he's able to return to second, or able to return to first. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 24, Andre Chacon. So Chacon is going to take his base after official decides to walk out and say, hey, guys, don't need to hit my pitches here today. Now batting for your Wolverines, number 6, Masayuki Kawashima. Masa sits back on that first pitch, watches ball 1 come in. Big hit into deep center field, and it looks like DJ Scott able to make the slide over and the grab for the third out of the 8th. And we're going to go to the top of the ninth now. Sac City holding the lead, 9-5. Now on the mound for your Wolverines, number 11, Fuga Yambe. Sierra needing to shut the spigot off here and have the opportunity to come back in the ninth. But they need a quick top of the ninth here, so they're bringing in Yambe. Leading off the ninth for Sac City, number 3, right fielder Vinny Batchelor. Begins to drop the bat, but pulls it back. And pitch high and outside from Yambe. 2-1. And ball hit right up the middle. Shimiso trying to make the dive for it, unable to get a hand on it. It was well out of his range, and it looks like he may have stretched out a little too hard on that dive. See him kind of moving gingerly there. We'll see if he is moving. Yes, indeed. Now batting number 27, first baseman Levi Sotomayor. He was trying to make the stop on the play, and the ball was just a little too far out there. So top of the ninth, and Sotomayor at the plate. Runner takes off, but this one's popped up, so the runner's going to return to first. And Dylan Wells, the second baseman, gets underneath it. Oh, excuse me, that is Zach Chamiso. Sorry about that. Who was able to get underneath it and make the grab for the out. Now batting number 51, second baseman Ruben Contreras. Quick throw from Plessé back to first. Again, the runner was already back. 2-0 now to Ruben Contreras. Nice hit his last at bat. And that one's going to be fouled off to the right, headed for the bullpen of the Wolverines. One out, one runner on, and Fugiyambe coming in, trying to close it off and give the Wolverines an opportunity to try and close that lead here in the bottom of the ninth. And that pitch gets away. It fouls. It hit the umpire. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so he leaned into it. Okay, so he will be out. Now batting for the Panthers, number 7, Aiden Isola. Quick throw over from Yambe to first. And Joe Place asked for a timeout. Going to go have a little chat. Again, this is game 2 of the series between these two teams. Final game, which was supposed to be game 2, but it's actually going to be the final game tomorrow. That will take place down at Sac City. And that pitch, a nice strike from Fugiyambe. 0-1 the count to Isola. I believe it was a scheduled 2 p.m. start time. Don't quote me on that. Throw over from Place, not in time. And he will try and steal the tag. Not quite made because the ball is dropped. Okay. So one stolen base there for Batchelor. Count remains 2-1 for Isola. Pitch just missing the outside edge. 3-1. Sac City website shows game at 11 tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we were showing 2, but I'll trust Sac City, especially if you guys are hosting. That's yeah, and if it's trying to beat out the rain, which I know is supposed to be coming in tomorrow evening, that works for an earlier start time. Down in the dirt on the third strike, so Isola is going to take off for first. And Batchelor advances to third. Now batting, number 2, shortstop Elijah Rogalski. Vuga trying to finish this thing off. But now runner at third base, wanting to add to the Panthers' lead. And swings, that'll be strike 1. Stephon Foley, the left fielder, on deck. 1-1. Big swing for strike 2, evening up the count 2-2. Again, 2-strike situation, 2 outs. Yambe wants to close it right here. And that is the strikeout. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. And we're going to need some heroes out there for the Wolverines. Leading off the bottom of the 9th for your Wolverines, number 4, Dylan Wells. Okay, going in at the bottom of the 9th, Dylan Wells leading things off, the number 9 batter for Sierra College, trailing 9-5. And he sees strike 1 from Brady Rutan. In his second inning of work, be allowed to close this. That one almost down in the dirt. 1-1. Alex Johnson, the center fielder, on deck. But Wells trying to get something going for Sierra. Has a lot of room, a lot of ground to make up here. Three and one now, the count to Dylan Wells. That one just across the shoulder, and so Dylan is going to take the walk. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 19, Alex Johnson. So Johnson comes to the plate with a runner on. Johnson out of Granite Bay. Sees that pitch outside for ball one. Just needing to get runners on and get those runners moving. Nice pitch, be a strike, 1-1. Pitch fouled over into the Sac City dugout. Kind of on the inside, and he turned on that one. So 1-2 the count with no outs to Alex Johnson here in the bottom of the ninth. Alex Johnson at the plate, and Zach Chamiso on deck. That one down in the dirt. 2-2. Pitcher in the bullpen for the Wolverines, hoping to extend this one to 10. Nice little grounder over to the third baseman, makes the quick throw to second in time, and the throw in time to first. The grounder into the double play. And just like that, 2 outs, and Zach Chamiso coming to bat. And for some reason, we're going to have a conference on the mound. Coach saying, hey, guys, I know it was a grounder. Double play. It was impressive. It looked nice, but, hey, you got to finish this thing off. Now batting for the Wolverines, number 23, shortstop, Zach Chamiso. So Chamiso steps to the plate, 2 outs. But he is one that has been known to start some rallies. So I'm not going anywhere. I hope you're not either. Chamiso, the Fighting Zebra out of Lincoln High School. Takes one low, almost to the Sox, not quite there. 2-0 the count, 2 outs. And Josh Hardiman on deck. Kind of a delayed call there. Says, sure, close enough to be a strike. 2-1. Probably as low as he would call it. Nice pitch, and that was going to be a strike too. So one more strike to go for Brady Rutan. Again, after an amazing 8th inning for Sac City, who dumped a 5 on the Wolverines to take the lead. And Zach Chamiso pops one out there in the left field. Mr. Base hit, and he is on first. Now batting for Sierra College, number 16, Josh Hardiman. I told you, if anybody could start a little rally, it would be Zach. So he's on, Josh Hardiman there at the plate. 2 outs, 1 runner on. And strike one to Hardiman. Pitch outside to even up the count, 1-1. Jack Wise on deck for Sierra. Hoping to extend this inning out. This fastball down the middle, 1-2. Broughton checks first. And up says, that's it. Strike three, you're out, and that's game. By a final score of 9-5, Sac City takes game 2 of the series. And so this one is all tied up 1-1. The rubber match will be tomorrow, scheduled for 11 a.m. at Sac City. Please follow Sac City social media if you would like to follow the game, or as always, you could follow Sierra College Wolverines. That's SC Wolverines on Twitter for score updates. We appreciate you all for making the drive out and supporting your Wolverines, or those that maybe made the trip from Sacramento to support the Panthers today. We wish you all a good evening and drive safely. Good night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty. See ya. All right, folks. Thanks again for joining us live and online. Final score 9-5 here. Panthers win this one. And Wolverines take game 1. Panthers take game 2. Tomorrow, it'll be decided at Sac City. Who's going to take this series? We thank you and good afternoon.